Hello again. So, when you have collected the data from your research, this is the form that you will fill in. It's a web-based form. You go here to this particular URL. Can you see it at the top here? checkingstocks.com/mobile-websites/researcher-forms. Don't worry, I will send you the link for that. Anyway. And something very important here, just mentioned here, if you have any questions, please send them to me. If you have anything that's interesting to improve the form, also send that to me, because I want to make your work as comfortable as possible. And I don't actually know everything, but you're the one that will be using the form. In addition to that, if you have any queries that's going to stop your work or interrupt your work, do not, I repeat, do not go any further until you contact me or my staff and we can answer your questions, and that saves you wasting your time and us eliminating any of the forms that you have. So the form's quite simple. First of all, we will be adding your name to the form. Okay, my name is Brian, so if I were the researcher, I'd put my name here. Your name will be added to the list of the other people working for this project. You must add the business name. So whatever the business name is, you must add it there. Let's call this business name Smalls Accountants. Whatever the business name is, add it there. You must add an email address. Obviously, sometimes this is info at Smalls Accountants, but it could be anything that's in there. It might be admin at. This is the main from your contact page email address. If they have a business address, please paste it in here. If they don't, just leave it as it is. Add the business name. It will always start with a 0, and it could be in this format like this. If they have a second business name, add it in here. And if they have a mobile phone, it will normally start with a 7, so you add that in there. And if they have a fax, it will also start with a 0, and you add that in there. Of course, if they have a website, you will add that. They will have a website, of course, and you must add the root part of this website here. A, B, C, D, E. In this case, it might be Smalls Accountants. You'll be more effective than me. Now, regarding these, sometimes when you go to the About Us page, some people will have several contacts and they will each have their own email address. If you find these, add contact one here. Add here Sarah, if she's available, and add her last name as well, if she has a last name, and she will have her own email address, which might be Sarah at then smallsaccountants.com. And this will be a different email address, obviously, to the main email address. There might be, I've actually put up to 6 on here. There might be more contacts. If there is, just add them in this contact box down here. And add contact 2, it could be John, and he would be John at smallsaccountants.com, and so on, all the way down. When you get to the bottom, if you have any other comments about this contact, just add it in there. Something you found, something's interesting, simply add it in there, or a comment, that's fine. Or if you have any additional information that isn't in one of these boxes here, add that here, and we will then start to make a separate box to add this information. After you've done that, please send the details. Before you do that, by the way, if you have any thoughts, any ideas, just send them on a form that might be down here, and we'll add that at some later date. So send the details, and if everything's correct, and this isn't, I entered an invalid email address, so it tells me to go back. So let me just take a look at this. The email address, you see, email here didn't have a .com on the end. Now I actually did it on purpose to show you that it does have this error facility. So let's go back down here, send again, and now your entry is now complete. Thank you. You either click here and go to the next form, or go to this URL which will take you straight there. So let's click here, and now it will open up a brand new form to add your second entry. And that's it. Thank you very much. Just one other point on here. The emails are collected in real live time in our email marketing system. We can then monitor your work as you're going along, and we can monitor the results automatically and get back to you with any questions that we have or improvements that we have with your work. And that's it. Thank you very much for your time. See you in the next video.